Would you like to be toned, stretched, and relaxed by your ordinary activities like raking or preparing food? I created Kentro due to a personal reason. In 1972 in Paris, I fell down 2 sets of marble stairs and severely injured my back and pelvis and neck. And over 10 years of therapies and treatments and yoga only gave me very brief relief. I did get certified to become an Iyengar yoga instructor, but soon developed Kentro, which is the only program that made me enduringly pain-free. And now at 68, I'm actually an inch and a half taller and stronger and more supple than 35 years ago. Do you have back, shoulder, neck, or hip pain and stiffness? You don't have to correct your posture or push your body into shape. You can eliminate these symptoms by integrating the Kentro movements and stretches with all your activities, from gardening to yoga. As you practice the Kentro movements, you will feel immediate and long-lasting benefits as you revive your body's natural resiliency. Since I started teaching Kentro 24 years ago, I haven't had any more back or neck pain. Kentro movements are the foundation for safe, centered, and enjoyable everyday activities, as well as specialized activities like yoga, weightlifting, tai chi, and dance. Well, Kentro's Greek for center, and the innovative Kentro program sheds a soulful light on our bodies, on postural expression. We can actually eliminate postural muscle and joint pain. We can have a healthy back, everything that I'm feeling after practicing all these years, and joyful expression in our daily lives simply by practicing the Kentro centering movements during the day while you're washing the dishes, walking, gardening. Kentro's the culmination of over 3 decades of my researching the motion of children and adults in 12 different countries who stay limber and strong throughout their lives, all the way from studying people in Greece to Portugal, Spain, to Brazil, Mexico, and even farming areas in southern England. As I was doing this research, I also discovered that around the 1930s, there's the appearance of what I call the modern, stressful, tiring postural expression, which became common in industrialized Germany, France, England, and United States. So fortunately, when you practice Kentro movements, over time, it takes you right back to what I like to call our inherent native natural strength and ease, which we can enjoy into old age.
The main thing I like about Kentro is that it is more than any other type of body therapy, I guess you'd call it, or movement therapy. It's given me the tools that I can use in my daily life, so I can learn to release stress and tension in my body on my own.
So my patients have had a very positive experience with Kentro across the board. I never have to worry about them injuring themselves, learning new movements. It's very gentle, very safe. And they come back and tell me that these movements, when they integrate them into their daily activities, make things easier for them. They have much less pain. And so it's been very positive.
And I really do feel that it's made a really great difference in both my comfort as I work and my longevity as a practitioner. And you know, it's really made a big difference in my appearance, the way I carry myself, and I've seen structural changes in my spine over the years.
And I was looking for something that was gentle, something that I could bring home and incorporate into my life and not be completely dependent on indefinitely. And I found that working with the Kentro system, I was given all of those gifts, actually, of reclaiming my natural posture of discovering how to be in my body in a way that I had forgotten. It was something that I reminded me of when I was a child, and it reactivated that memory.
Learning the first 4 Kentro movements, which is elemental placement of your body, is a prerequisite for getting benefits from other powerful Kentro movements. Kentro centering movements are a little like yoga for daily life, with the meaning of union. Your entire body moves as one with the activity. Practicing the 70 Kentro movements can dissolve most pain and stiffness in the pelvis, back, neck, shoulders, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. These strengthening and limbering movements are helpful to people from all walks of life, from carpenters and cooks to musicians and midwives. Pour tea with dropped shoulders and strength from the upper back muscles, from the back of the heart area, for a heartful, hearty cup. Bending forward with a straight back is therapeutic when the pelvic muscles relax, so they can be elastic and ground you. And most weight is assimilated through the buttocks and the hips area. Always ground, relax the pelvis, so that those muscles of the main center of your body can stretch away from the torso and arms as you do an action. With elemental placement and sitting on the edge of a fabric wedge, there is no muscular holding anywhere. You are held by the physical forces in the environment. This is vitalizing comfort. Practice bending forward slightly and move from the main center, from the pelvis, a little like a sitting dervish. Place a thin rectangular piece of fabric behind the heart area for sitting back with a lengthened back and dropped shoulders. Feel the spaciousness in your torso, in the lungs, and feel like a sitting mountain. When you walk with centered motion, you can enjoy the flow. Every move feels like exercise. Every move feels like grace. You can become more resilient as you age. You can savor spirited, ageless agility. Your activities bring you home into your native strength and suppleness and bring a sense of connection, belonging.
Well, she absolutely understands the body inside out, upside down. She is a real master understanding the physiology of the body and the structure of the body and how it moves together. So I feel like whenever if I have any physical problem, or if I want to learn how to sit or drive how should I sit when I'm driving my car, or how should I sit when I'm at the computer, that I'm extremely confident that whatever she explains to me is going to be the correct answer. She just understands this, the posture and the body so well that I feel like I'm in the presence of someone who just is exuding integrity and truth with their understanding of how to heal the body. So what it's like to work in a private class with her is I pay close attention to everything she says, because everything she says is extremely important. There's nothing wasted, and I'm there to learn.
It's one of those rare approaches which is so organic because it has come out of someone's own healing, and it's developed over many, many years of exploration and study. I've found it really useful for people that say they hate going to the gym and they're not really very committed to a regimen of exercises. And I find that they do really well with Angie's work because it can have a very playful aspect to it, but mostly because right from the very start, Angie integrates it into everyday activities.
Although I don't think I've achieved a mastery of it by any means, what I can tell is that much of what I learn stays with me, and I'm constantly reminded in various simple everyday situations that I can be in relationship to gravity, to my body in motion and in stillness in a very authentic and very simple way.
I've had a lot of pain and injuries in my life. Through sports accidents, I've had scoliosis, so I've been through a lot of suffering, physical suffering, and I've seen all kinds of therapists and chiropractors and body workers and everything you can imagine, Pilates, Feldenkrais, everything. And in all these experiences I've had, they were helpful, but I've yet to meet anybody who can get information to me that I can use and implement in my life with success better than Angie in all the things I've ever done.
You don't have to imitate somebody else's posture or postural ideas, because your activities stretch and tone and strengthen you. Kentro actually merges very precise anatomical guidelines, that's reliable, with an affectionate attitude to your body. These are the two essential ingredients for centering your activities, your actions, your motions, which right away enlivens your inner kinesthetic, powerful sense of fluid motion. So then with practice, you sense the difference between stressing your body or moving very smoothly. And as your tissues restretch you into harmonious function, there's a sweet process that happens, and judgmental beliefs about your body, holding patterns dissolve, and you finally move with authentic and enjoyable personal expression. After 3 months of practicing Kentro, this physical therapist dramatically increased her strength, flexibility, and felt more poised. Kentro movements generate endless ease and effortless fitness without having to go to the gym, because when you center your gestures, what happens is that there's a good fit between you and your activities. And this is actually the true meaning of fitness. So as you're practicing, you regain your natural abundance of delightful feelings of aliveness.